exercise 3.18 or a 12th sum, the last sum in this exercise, is a 5-mark question. So where they say that if alpha and beta are roots of a given quadratic equation over here, and they're also giving that alpha minus beta is equal to 1, you have to find out p, right? So the given quadratic equation you can straight away write is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. அப்படி இருக்கும்போது alpha plus beta, the sum of the roots, is equal to minus b by a. And in this case, this is a formula, right? So here minus b is equal to minus p. So minus of minus p by 5, which is p by 5. So you note it down. So the next thing is we're going to find out product of the roots alpha beta. Product of the roots is equal to c by a, right? And in this case it is going to be c is equal to 1. So it's going to be 1 by 5. So let's leave it as it is. What is the other thing that he has given you in the sum? Idu rendu formula which we found out. What is already given in the sum is alpha minus beta is equal to 1. So this is the third thing that I know, right? So with these three equations, is it possible for me to find p, right? I must use alpha plus beta, alpha beta and alpha minus beta. So if I have to use these three, then I am going to use the formula alpha plus beta the whole squared is equal to alpha squared plus beta squared plus 2 alpha beta, right? You know this, a plus b the whole squared is equal to a squared plus b squared plus 2ab. Likewise, alpha minus beta the whole squared equal to alpha squared plus beta squared minus 2 alpha beta. Correct? A minus b the whole squared is a squared plus b squared minus 2ab. Now, what I am going to do is, I don't want this alpha squared and beta squared. Because from what I know, I only know alpha plus beta, alpha beta and alpha minus beta. So what I am going to do is, I am going to subtract these two terms. So my alpha squared and beta squared gets cancelled, right? So what remains is alpha plus beta the whole squared minus alpha minus beta the whole squared is equal to 4 alpha beta. Now this becomes very easy. It is just plain substitution. So you know that alpha plus beta was p by 5. P by 5 the whole squared minus alpha minus beta was 1. So 1 squared is 1 is equal to 4 into alpha beta. Alpha beta was 1 by 5. So I'm going to write this as 4 by 5. Right? So this becomes p squared by 25 is equal to 4 by 5 plus 1. I'm keeping the knowns on one side, unknown on the other side. So this you can write it as p squared by 25 is equal to, inga LCM 5 addom. So it becomes 4 plus 5 by 5, which is 9 by 5. Now I'm going to keep the unknowns p squared only on one side, and I'm going to take the 25 to the other side. So in the pakkam by 25 when it goes to the other side, it becomes into 25. It gets cancelled with 5 here, and you get p squared equal to 45. And therefore p is going to be equal to root of 45. We are taking square root on both sides. Now what is root 45? Do continuous division. 5 9s are 45. 3 3s are 9. So since it's square root, for these two 3's we can take 1 3 outside, and whatever remains becomes the square root. So you get the answer as p is equal to plus or minus 3 root 5. Don't forget the plus or minus because it is square root, right? Quite a simple sum. So what is it that you must remember? You will anyway find out the alpha plus beta and alpha beta, the sum and the product of the roots. And he has also given alpha minus beta is equal to 1. So with these three given equations, how we are going to find out p? Adhikaga you will use the a plus b the whole squared and a minus b the whole squared formula, and try to bring it down to the form where you can use these three terms. And once you have brought it down to that, it is just plain substitution and math. That's all. Right? Keep practicing the sum. If you have any doubts, please get back.